I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. One of the most commonly asked questions that I get, especially around the holidays, is how do you bake a turkey? Well, I'm here today to share with you a recipe that's one of my favorite recipes for baking a turkey that will have your family asking you just how you got this turkey so moist, delicious, juicy, and crispy, and fabulous. So the first thing I've gone ahead and done is I prepped my turkey already. And by doing that, what I did was I took it out of the wrapper, I went ahead, I put it into my sink. You need to make sure that you rinse any sort of poultry that you're working with very well. I've removed the neck, I've removed the little bag of gizzards that come inside of there. And this is what's known as a brining bag. And you can find these in a specialty kitchen store or in your local grocery store. Sometimes around the holidays they'll have it. And what I did was I went ahead and I picked up a brine that's already been pre-mixed for me from my supermarket. I mixed it with about a quart of water. I brought it to a boil and I allowed it to cool completely. I took the turkey, I put it inside of the bag, and then I took my cooled brining liquid and I poured it over the top of the turkey, and then I went ahead and I sealed the bag and I put it into my refrigerator overnight. You can generally let these sit inside of the brine for about 12 to 24 hours. Overnight suffices. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this turkey out of the brining solution and I'm going to give it another rinse. You want to kind of just remove any of the peppercorns, anything so that somebody might bite into it, it might not taste so good. So our bird has been patted down, he's all dry, and now it's time to add even more seasoning to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one onion, and you don't need a super large onion because what this onion is going to do is it's going to go inside the cavity of the bird, and that's going to add some additional flavors so that when it cooks, that onion flavor is going to come from the inside of the cavity of that bird and go out. And the other thing I'm also going to use is some fresh sage. Now this is sage from my garden, and it smells absolutely incredible, and this is the smell that is going to permeate along with the turkey through your entire house, and everybody's going to be like, oh, so good. So the last thing I'm going to do that is going to make this turkey absolutely delicious is add one of my favorite things in the entire world, butter. It makes everything better as far as I'm concerned. Now, you're probably saying, butter, where am I going to put this butter? You are going to put this butter underneath the skin of this turkey. So what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and kind of get your hand underneath between the skin and the breast of the bird, and you want to just kind of make a little pocket for yourself underneath there. So it's right at the breast, and you're going to go ahead and take this butter and just push it all the way down, as far down as you can get, right there. You're going to go ahead and take a little bit of what I'm using is canola oil right now, drizzle it on top, get a little bit of salt, and I have my salt here, and this is just the seasoning that we're going to put. Put some on top of your turkey. You want to go ahead and put your thermometer into the turkey. The very last step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this foil, and I've kind of made folded pieces onto each other to make it a really large piece. I'm going to take a little bit of non-stick spray, and I'm going to spray the inside of it. The reason why I'm doing this is because when you put this down and once it's in the oven and been cooking, you don't want this foil to stick to your bird because it'll just rip off all of this gorgeous skin that we're trying to brown. So I'm doing a tenting method is what it's called. Now I'm going to go ahead and cook this on 350 degrees for about 3.5 to 4 hours. Probably about an hour into it, I'll go ahead, take my turkey baster, I'll baste the whole turkey. Once it reaches 180 degrees, this turkey will be done, and it'll be really good. So let's get this going in the oven. So my turkey's come out of the oven, and it is absolutely perfect. It is at 180, which means that it is cooked wonderfully on the inside. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and it smells absolutely delicious. Your whole house is going to have this wonderful aroma of this delicious turkey. And I'm going to give you a tip with this. When you take it out of the oven, if you can stand to wait that long, let your turkey sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. The reason that you do this is because all of the juices that have been bubbling and coming up, they will all get reabsorbed back into it once you let your turkey sit and just kind of rest for a few minutes. And it'll actually make it, when you go to cut it and carve your turkey, it'll make it that much easier for you. I think we're gonna get started on this turkey though, because it's too good to resist. I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much for watching this video on how to make the best turkey in the entire world.